welcome back to episode 2 of the Universe, which is what I've decided I'm going to call you guys and also the world. Today we're going to be working on the Central Park, which we planned out yesterday, but first for the intro I'm going to build up this snowman here. Alright, so now I've got the main base in and I'm just adding some snow layers to add a bit of extra depth. We've got the black stone cold buttons and a nice woolly scarf and some stick arms on there, which I think is very simple, and I did get the design off TikTok, but it doesn't need to be too complicated as it's a nice little snowman, you know. Here I'm just having some technical difficulties getting the ghast lined up to be the face of the snowman, because you know, anything with mobs is always going to be a struggle and a pain, because that's just what they're like, isn't it? Anyway, I do want to say quickly, do not expect regular uploads on the Minecraft channel. They're just going to come when they're ready, because I'd rather make sure that the Minecraft videos are to the Minecraft standard rather than rush it. Anyway, there's the finished snowman with the snow, and I'm also going to show you it without the snow just now. So in the future, this snowman's going to sit in a valley between the mountain, which I'm going to build, but that will be in a future video where I build for 24 hours straight, as that's the only way that a task that boring and large will get done for me, I think, is if I just get it all done in one go. Now that the intro is complete, we're going to move back on over to the futuristic city area, and I'm going to mark out where I want the Christmas tree to go. I'm going to try and make it in line with the monument, as that's going to be a central part of Central Park area. Comment below what you want the monument to be used for. I did start there, sorry, but that's unique, so we're going to keep it in. But yeah, comment what you want me to do with the monument, because I was thinking maybe a zoo, as I've already got a museum in another monument across the world, which may or may not be shown in the future, we'll see. But yeah, comment below what I should use the monument for in the park, because I think I might use leaves and vines to make it look overgrown. Anyway, moving on, I've now built up the stump into a tree, and I've mud walls and fences to create stumpy roots, and also carried that throughout the structure of the tree to create thinner and larger bits, and I've also used slabs and trapdoors to create the branches. I haven't focused too much about the shape of the tree branches, because I think when it's got leaves on it doesn't matter too much, and most YouTubers spend too much time doing that when it just gets covered up. Like right now, I'm covering it up with spruce leaves, and I can't remember what the other leaf was. Leaves, one of them ones. I think it was azalea leaves or oak. It doesn't really matter really, it was just to add a lighter accent to the tree. But I'm building up this layer design, kind of like a Christmas tree, and I'm going to carry that further down as we build it up. It was birch leaves, my bad. But yeah, I'm going to try and keep the branch structure in, as it adds shadows and structure to the build. But I'm also going to try and make the leaves as bushy and large as possible. I also want to make sure that it doesn't really have a regular shape, as most people build trees to make it look too natural and pretty, and it's like, that is good, but we're playing Minecraft and it's a block game, so I wanted to keep the Minecraft feel to this Christmas tree and have some blockier parts to it, like you can see on the left there, as that is a very blocky bit, but I feel like it captures the Minecraft feel by having square elements to it. Now it is a slightly deformed tree, but I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. We're just going to get some cool angles of it there. You can see the branches and stuff sticking out, and the different leaves with the accents. I'm now going to have a quick break and do this quick assault course, you know, fly through the monument, through the top, and then through the tiny hole in the tree. You ready? First try, let's go. Right, so I may or may not have gotten stuck, but we made it through the tree, and it was first try. So we're taking it, and it counts, and I'm not lying. It's my world, so everything I say goes. You can't tell me otherwise. Anyway, moving on, we're going to start in shelves and frog lights to build up a light. light. There we go, let there be light. I am Jesus. Yeah, just to build up like a Christmas tree light kind of feel around the tree, and just alternate the colours to make it look like it's flashing. There's definitely better ways you could add lights to Minecraft, but I feel like this is quite cool. I then added trapdoors around the lights to just give it a slightly less bright and bold feel and more of a natural ornament kind of feel. And yeah, that's the first layer or ring, as you'd like to say, of lights done. And I'm just going to add the next couple rings of lights on, so I'll see you when that's done. Alright, I've got that in, and I've also added a big bold light on top to be a Christmas star kind of thing, and I've built this street lamp design which I'm going to carry through out the whole Central Park along with the brick floor tile pathway kind of thing, as it just makes it feel like it is a park in a city, you know, having clean pathways which people can run through, kind of like how they're used in New York. I used frog lights and trapdoors to cover it up, bricks, fences and chains to create the structure. I then worked on the central green bit, which is going to be around the tree, which is going to take the most work for the rest of this episode, as I want to keep it natural looking and follow the shape of the landscape, as I don't really want to do too much terraforming with this city project. I want to keep the natural area as much as possible, as you can see here with the different levels and changes in heights. I then worked on getting the brick path around the central green area for the Christmas tree, and added some water within the gutters of the paths to make it look like puddles and just like it's been raining and there's moisture. So yeah, I'm going to get that in throughout the rest of the tree, as well as the rest of the lampposts. So yeah, here we go. Here is some ASMR of me putting on the final trapdoors. Alright, I'm now going to work on adding moisture around the tree using the different types of paths and dirt blocks, and I'm also going to use long grass and short grass and leaves to bridge the gaps between the moisture bits and to bridge the gaps between the different height levels, and to create just more of an eye-catching feel to it and a more natural feel. So yeah, I've got that little segment there where I just started planning it and testing it. And I've also added a stream of water and a few puddles to give it a swampy kind of feel, and just to further the nature and wildlife feel to it, as I want the central park of the city to feel like it's not in the city, but then obviously it is, because it will be surrounded by skyscrapers. But yeah, I want it to be a place where the residents of the city can go to escape and relax. So yeah, I'm just carrying on the theme here of using the different coarse dirts, paths and podzels and grasses and leaves, just to create a cool little nature bit really. So yeah, as we're getting towards the end of the video, if anyone's still here, please subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot, and comment what you want me to build in the future, if you have any ideas for the city in general, or just for me to build, even if it's not in the city. Now, it might not seem like lots of progress is happening here, but I really wanted to focus on this central tree, as it's going to be the entrance to the central park, so it needs to be eye-catching and done right. And I've also made sure that it's all in the right shapes and places, so that future paths can be growing out of here, as this is the central kind of area where it will all have different trails and paths coming off of it. I'm now adding in a few further spruce leaves to make it seem like they're falling off the tree, and I'm putting them in the ground because BOO told me to, and he's telling you to as well. Start using leaves in your floors. You wouldn't think to because they're see-through, but it's just really cool. It's just like a darker element to it. I'm now adding a couple firefly bushes and dead bushes, and I've also added a few drip leaves in the puddles, just to add a few particles and a couple little details just to differentiate from the existing landscape, so it's not too repetitive. I'm also using bushes in place of some bits of grass, as I haven't used them yet, and I feel like in all my builds it's important to use a material or block that I haven't yet used before to expand my block palette. I really like how you can see the river flowing up the different levels from this angle. But yeah, I think that is going to be all I've got time for today. And yeah, in the future the paths are going to go out there where I was just looking, and up towards the centre of the monument. So yeah, here's the final little park area with the Christmas tree, and I'll see you lot at some point in the future. I've finished editing this and everything, and I've just remembered moss exists, but I think that might have been too bright for this. Goodbye. I'll see you lot in a bit.